between India and the United States. Parikshit joins in on the phone line. Parikshit, what are you gathering?
Well, we're hearing from sources that the U.S. government, especially Donald Trump and the White House, are now assessing India's proposal for a trade deal. Sources telling us that India has put a substantial and decent offer on the table, which would give access to industrial goods from the U.S. side and labor-intensive goods from the Indian side. And this proposal literally covers $150 to $200 billion worth of goods traded between those nations. What sources tell us that there cannot be any further negotiations or proposals from India's side at this stage. We've done whatever we had to. There are red lines on agriculture and dairy which we cannot cross, we cannot compromise on, not just with US, but with any country for that matter. So the US is now assessing the kind of gains it is getting in the trade deal with India. They have to now come to the Indian government and say whether they want to accept this deal or they want further negotiations in the days to come. Sources telling us that while we are negotiating a trade deal with US with full intent and effort, we're also negotiating trade deals with several other nations and looking at all options to increase our export footprint.
Have you heard anything on any letter coming to India, Parikshit, from your sources?
Well, yesterday, all the letters, there's 12 to 14 letters that were issued. They were all letters to countries with which the U.S. is not having a trade deal. Donald Trump has said that they are close to a trade deal with India. And this is what White House spokespersons have also been saying over the last few days. So far, the noises coming from the White House are very, very positive. We are, yes, expecting some sort of announcement or letter from the White House, but that will be possibly on accepting a trade deal or not.
Wonderful. And we shouldn't worry about what he has to say about BRICS, etc., right?
It's really up to Donald Trump. He has his own mind on these things. He acts unilaterally. But the fact is, what our sources have been indicating after this BRICS summit, that Donald Trump's biggest concern was around de-dollarization that is being carried out by BRICS or the attempt by BRICS to have its own currency. None of that is on the table. There was a proposal from Russia several months ago to have a BRICS currency. There has been no headway, no discussion on that. The only thing that BRICS nations are discussing is having trade settlement in local currencies, which India and several other nations do a lot on a bilateral basis. So Donald Trump and U.S. concerns are absolutely unfounded. And even if there is a BRICS tax, they do not expect it anytime soon.
All right, take that point. Thank you so much for joining in, Parikshit, and giving us the latest on what we can expect on the India-US trade talks. But could you